Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're talking about the latest and greatest in gaming and tech news. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation with Ryujinx, and Ryujinx just got a brand new update. So if you've got an AMD GPU, you're gonna like this update. As of version 1.1.995, there's a fix here for black shadows, spots, and flickering on AMD graphics cards in Luigi's Mansion 3, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Master Detective Archives, Monster Hunter Rise, Nier Automata, Triangle Strategy, and more. And on a quick fun side note, on the community tab on this YouTube page, there's a poll up, and we've talked about this one before. The question is, which emulator do you think will run Red Dead Redemption first? Obviously referring to the Switch version. And the overwhelming choice here was Yuzu, and now that Red Dead Redemption is out, we know the answer. The answer is both. Yuzu and Ryujinx are running the game. On top of that, for Android, people seem to be having various levels of success with Yuzu, and surprisingly also with Skyline, which I wasn't expecting. Moving on, and we're talking about Perfect Dark on the N64, but on PC, and there's a decompilation project over on GitHub. If you are curious about this one, I'll drop a link to it in the description below. It's currently a work in progress. Now, over on their GitHub, they do clearly state that currently only 32-bit platforms are supported, namely x86 Windows and Linux. The game is in a somewhat functional but probably unstable state. There are major graphical issues, minor audio issues, and possibly other issues. And split-screen modes currently do not work. But at the same time, it's a work in progress and it's going to get better. Moving on, and we're talking about PlayStation 3 emulation with RPCS 3, and RPCS 3 dropped this real nice message today. It says, wondering how 2023 is going so far with regards to furthering technological innovation and PS3 preservation through emulation. Here's a performance comparison between a February build and a recent August build using a Ryzen 7 5700X. So here's the February build running God of War 3, and we can see the FPS is sitting at around 84, which is not bad at all. But here is the latest August build running at 101 FPS, which is, well, a heck of a lot better. RPCS 3 is 100% free, it's open source, and worth staying up to date on. We talk about this one from time to time, and this development team has been killing it this year. And speaking about killing stuff, next up we're talking about Xbox 360, and Microsoft appears to be killing the storefront for it. So the official statement is kind of a double whammy. It says on July 29th, 2024, Xbox will stop supporting the ability to purchase new games, DLC, and other entertainment content from the Xbox 360 store on the console and the Xbox 360 marketplace. And related to this change, the Microsoft Movies and TV app will no longer function on the Xbox 360, which means TV and movie content will no longer be viewable on your Xbox 360. After July 29th, 2024. Fortunately, not everything is all doom and gloom. You can still play your 360 games after July 2024. And if you delete them after that time period, you can re-download them, provided you've already purchased them. And for multiplayer games, this is interestingly worded. Multiplayer games will still work, provided the publisher still supports the online servers. So it may be a game-per-game basis on how long they stay active for. Moving on, and we're talking about Lenovo's gaming handheld, the Legion Go, not to be confused with the Android version, the Legion Play, that was canceled. I think it was called Legion Play. Anyways, this one is running Windows. It's powered by AMD and looks very interesting. It'll have detachable Joy-Cons or controllers, I guess. I don't know what they're calling them. And the back stand on this is very similar to the Switch OLED. These are leaked images. Let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments below. And speaking about gaming handhelds, the AYN Odin 2 has released more details on pricing and structure. The base model early bird price is $299. That's a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 CPU in it. It does run Android and has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of onboard storage. The Pro version is $369. You get 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of onboard storage. And the most expensive version here, the Max version, is $449 with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of onboard storage. The early bird prices are pretty cheap for a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And truth be told here, if you are buying one of these things for emulation, I would say the $299 version is probably the one to get. Or if you wanted to pay $70 more and get 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, maybe go nuts. I've got no idea if this will have a microSD card slot. If it does, the base version should be absolutely fine for emulation. But if it doesn't, you may want to consider picking up one with more storage. Again, let me know your thoughts about this one. And speaking about good deals, next up we're talking about the refurbished Steam Deck. And I've said this in previous videos, but I haven't had the best luck with refurbished products, and I usually avoid them at all costs. Well, Bob Wolf decided to purchase a refurbished Steam Deck and take a look to see what it's all about. So I guess if you're in the market for a refurbished Steam Deck, you may want to check out this video, or if you're just curious about refurbished Steam Decks, check out the video. Bob is also giving away that refurbished Steam Deck, so I'll drop a link to his giveaway in the description below and feel free to check it out. And last up here, we're quickly talking about GameCube emulation with PlayCube, and today PlayCube version 1.6 has released. Yesterday, we also talked about PlayCube when they released version 1.5. Development is very active. Anyways, here they have fixed major cache crashes resulting in more games launching. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.